their peers. And I did remind them that they can ask other questions or they can give some type of feedback, but it had to have been feedback that they would want to hear and that they would not get offended by hearing. And as second graders, they do easily get offended, so it was just very nice to see them really think about what they were going to say. And I also instructed them that they could not just say, oh, it was good. They had to give a detail. What made it good, or what made it worth raising your hand to say something about. And they really thought, and it was nice to see kind of their faces as they were thinking about what they wanted to say. And based on their connections between the author and themselves, it was really we make a lot of connections within stories, whether we're doing literature circles or just reading, period, and it was really a good text-to-self connection. They were able to say, okay, well, the author did this, and I did this, and we discussed how she must have gone through a process to get from point A to point B to the point that we're reading a published book. And they were able to say, okay, well, I did this, and now here's my published book, when it just looked like scraps on a paper to begin with. And they enjoyed that so much. Another thing to go back to is that this was the first time that we worked with this activity, but I do plan on going on to do it again in the future. We work with very flexible grouping within my school. So right now I'm not working with the same group of students, but in a few weeks we'll probably rotate and work back with the writing students again. So we'll focus again on expanding upon their writing skills, whether it be good point narrative or something else to focus on. So that's definitely a good thing to keep in my toolbox of things to use. And just one other thing that I didn't mention before was that this original book was printed out from a website. Can I say the website? Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
It's readingatozee.com. There is a fee for the website, but you can get many reproducible wordless books as well as leveled books from A to Z, about 10 to 12 different selections. They sometimes come with worksheets and different activities to do with the kids, and it's just a really useful site, and I love knowing about it.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
So it looks like it's time now to move on to the next step, which allows us to have some conversation, unconstrained in the protocolish way. So anybody can talk to anybody else, and we've got 10 minutes for this, so we can maybe you'll get a chance to even answer some more questions and whatever we want to do. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to reserve the first 5 minutes of that conversation to the learning experience, and then spend the rest of the time talking about the experience of, engaging with each other through this protocol. Okay? So the floor is open. Marlene, you look like you're ready to.
Yes. Kim, I want to say that I'm